A good churchyard is something I find hard to resist. They fill me with wonder about the people held there, their histories and heritage. In August 2017, Marg and I found ourselves in a churchyard in the heart of Wales, which was even more tranquil and beautiful than usual because of its personal connections. We were unexpectedly meandering along the wonderful mid-Welsh roads on our way up to North Wales, when we realised we were passing through the tiny hamlet of st.melangell. Suddenly the turning was upon us. "We just have to, don't we?" I asked, and before Marg could answer, I swept the car into the tiny winding track that takes you down the valley to the church.
Slowly we passed streams, sheep-filled fields, wildflowers, overhanging trees and rickety bridges, at the edge of which were wide open and untamed lands, supported by the rising hills and mountains of the Tarrant Valley. The side of the track was teeming with pheasants and partridges. It had been 4 or 5 years since our last visit, and since we were so close, we thought we would probably just pop in and take another look around and be on our way.
It was a Sunday, and as we approached the heavy wooden side doors, we realised there was a service in progress. We paused outside the door and were soon joined by a few other curious souls who had taken the time to go out of their way to pay their respects to this unique place. We all hovered. This wasn't the sort of church to be so packed with worshippers that you could just sidle in and join the throng anonymously. To go in would have meant a noteworthy interruption. After a few minutes, and it felt in keeping with this most contemplative of places, a most thoughtful gentleman opened the door to us and ushered us quietly and calmly into a pew.
We sat happily through the remainder of the short service, by which time we had agreed, via hastily scribbled notes to each other, that we would stay. We wanted to see if we could engage with any of the small congregation or staff, to see what information they may be able to offer us, and perhaps we could offer them in return, about Jude's maternal great-grandfather. He was the rector there at St. Melangell's Church, and it was from this most stunning of valleys in the heart of Powys that he ministered to his flock from 1893.
After the service, we both started talking to different people, and it soon materialised that not only did I have some history to share with them, but they had a revelation for me. We were taken up into the loft. It held a small museum, and we were shown a book that identified exactly when my great-grandfather had been the rector there. And, employing my own powers of deduction, and through excited conversation, as more people got involved, it was revealed that he may well have been buried in the churchyard outside.
We knew that Jude's grandmother had been orphaned at a young age, so it was apparent that if her father had been the rector from 1893, the chances were that he either died while still the rector, or may at least have been still living in the area. Therefore it was likely he had been laid to rest at St. Melangell. Someone then revealed that there was a book containing the names of everyone in the graveyard. Sure enough, on scouting through, not only did we see his name there, but in the same grave there was his wife, Jude's great-grandmother.
Our little gaggle bustled out of the church and quickly found the plot, in all its faded glory, the gravestone of my great-grandparents. I looked down upon it proudly. Although so distant in that moment, I felt very close to them. I had photographs and stories of them, but the poignancy of this moment stirred a real bond in me. I committed there and then to return that way a week later, equipped with cleaning tools to smarten up their resting place, which I did.